Last week's fall lip colors were like a hit. Everybody pinged me on different suggestions what they liked and how it was so helpful for them. So I thought I will do fall lip glosses edition for today. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to do 12 colors. So I will go over them one by one quickly. If you're new to Lipson's colors or glosses, Lipson's needs a Lipson's gloss to seal it. That's when it's going to become an all-day wear color. But whereas Lipson's, you cannot wear it on its own. The glosses can be on its own because Lipson's will be sticky if you don't seal it. So the gloss, even with one Lipson's color, you can pick multiple glosses and make the color look little different each time. So the first color I have here is the Mauve Velvet Gloss. So this is the first one, and it's a matte gloss. So when you top a Lipson's color with a gloss, you can choose to have it even a matte gloss. If you are a matte person, by topping it with a matte gloss, you are going to make the Lipson's color look in a matte finish. I am a glossy girl throughout, so I go more with the glosses that finish in a gives a glossy finish. But if you are a matte person, then these kind of pigmented matte glosses would be a good choice for you. So even on a color like Napa or even Lexiberry or even the new Amore with this gloss will look really amazing. When it got released, I know many of you grabbed it. So this is such a perfect fall color for you to go over. So this is the first one, Mauve Velvet Gloss. Obviously it's mauve with a little bit of tint of velvet. I would say more of a lilac tint to it, but it's perfect for an everyday wear gloss too. So that's the first gloss we are going to go. Everything I will apply and then we'll talk about the gloss. So when we talk about fall, we can never forget brown. So next to is for people who love brown. So this is Hazel Matte. Again, we are still in the matte color, and the other thing you can always think is these can be more like a lip balm because they come with vitamin E and shea butter. So even if you don't want a color to show up, grabbing a color like this which is very neutral is going to just act as your lip balm, because you are just going to wear it as a barley there color and you won't have what is it, like a bold shade, whereas this is going to be just for keeping your lips moisturized throughout the day. So this is a deeper brown. We have a hazelnut Lipson's too, so this is a perfect match for that color or any browns basically. For example, if you had precious topaz, cocoa or nutmeg, because those all have like a shimmery shade, so adding a matte lip gloss is going to make them what's it, like a more into matte category. So the first one is hazel matte for that. So the next one is again another matte gloss. This is like a lighter brown. It's more of a beige. You can see the difference. So here you have hazel matte, which is like a darker brown, whereas creamer is like a lighter brown. Both of them have complementing lip colors. For a hazel matte, you have hazelnut lip color, whereas creamer has its own creamer lip sense. So that way you can top it on, but there is no hard and fast rule when it comes to glosses. You can pretty much top with, you can play with the colors. For example, you can top this gloss on top of a red lip color too. Like for example, if you are wearing Fly Girl and you want it to tone it down, you can wear a gloss like this because it's going to make the color look little subtle, and at the same time it will seal the color. Same, and you can top it even with colors that are going to complement, like a Bella. So Bella will complement both of these glosses. So always play with the colors and the glosses and you will get more idea about it. Don't just what is it, like pair them with one. Always try to pair them with multiple Lipson's colors, and that way the same gloss you will be able to use it for many ways. So now that we saw three of the matte glosses, we are jumping all the way to like a glitter gloss. So here it is. The next one is a sparkling champagne. It's a like a perfect nude color, but it has a lot of glitters to it. So it will give a glossy finish. So this kind of glosses is really nice because if you have a color like crimson, for example, which doesn't have any glitter to it, adding this color on top of it is going to make it like a perfect evening wear, like a party wear look. So I really love these kind of glosses to have in hand, because that way for a crimson with matte gloss will be perfect for a day look, whereas crimson with a sparkling champagne kind of glitter gloss will be nice for an evening gleaming look. And as I said, I am a perfect glossy girl throughout, so I like this kind of a finish on top of any Lipson's color. So that's the next one, which is sparkling champagne. So far whatever we saw were like really light shades or neutral beige shades, but this is the first one we are going to see a little darker one. This is nothing but Mystic Berry Gloss. It's like a berry gloss with red and violet glitters. You can see here. I really like what is it, like any darker shades anytime. Like how I was talking about having a glitter gloss to change the same color. Similar way, think of a color like a Bella. Bella is going to be like a very neutral brown. So topping it with hazelnut is going to be a neutral everyday shade, whereas topping it with this, you can take it all the way to winter. So not only fall, you can even take it to winter. So that's the versatility of these glosses. And not only that, as I was saying, even if you want to give your kids, if you don't want to have them Lipson's color because they have to remove it end of day, this is going to be perfect because it's going to add a slight tint. Whereas anytime when I do the pigmented glosses, I do 2 or 3 for them to show up. But if you want it to be really lighter, you can just do barely there, like a one layer. It will be lighter. It will not be this dark until you do 2 or 3 layers. So that way they can these glosses will get absorbed, or they are like smudge, they are not smudge proof, so they will transfer. Like if they drink or eat, it's going to go away by itself, so you don't have to worry about removing it at the end of day. So that's the next glass. Let's go to the other one. So now that we saw a little bit of colors, we are back again with the natural nude collection, if you remember. So that's what we are going to go for the next 3. So the first one is Toffee. If you see, we did creamer. So that is a matte gloss in beige. See, you can see all 3 different. So this is cream matte, which is like a same beige with matte finish. Here we saw sparkling champagne, which is like a beige with the glitter, whereas this is toffee, which is beige with just a glossy finish. So that's where the difference comes with each glosses, and it satisfies every person. Like some people love matte finish, some people love glitter finish, and some people are like me who loves glossy finish. So I always love to finish mine with different glosses each time. If you go and search the group also, you will find whenever I did, whether it can be a layering combo or whether it's a single color, still you can top it with different glosses. Sometimes I even play with glosses, like I will even do 2 different glosses together. Like I will always use like a disposable wand, and I can mix them and use different glosses too. So that's again a possibility. So the first one here, it is Toffee gloss. So the next one in the natural nude collection is Latte. If you see the comparison, you will understand better. So this is Toffee and this is Latte. So Toffee is more of a brown, whereas this is more of a soft pink. So even though they all are neutral, this is like how we talk about nude pink and nude honey Lipson's colors. They both are still like nude colors, but still one has more of a pinkish tint, whereas one has more of a brown tint. So basically it's your preference. I am more of a pink person too, so I would love latte more than toffee, if that makes sense. So they all going to be very subtle and like everyday neutrals, but based on your outfit you will be able to choose. For example, I always pair my outfits, or I pick my outfit and then I play with my makeup. Even whenever I do my sari pose, that's how I do. I always pick my outfit, and then if I'm going for a more bold eye look, then my lips will be little subtle, or if I have chosen a bold lip color, then eyes going to be subtle. So that's how you pair your makeup with your outfit. So this is more of right up my alley, I would say, because I am more of these terracotta-ish, orangish, burnt orange shades during fall. I think the 4 colors previously I used to wear more. It will be brick currant, persimmon, and glam doll, but recently I even used to do dusty rose, amber spice, all those kind of shades, because if you see, all of them comes under this category where it's more of little bit orangish red. So here you can see this is just a gloss. Having a gloss that is vegan, no animal byproducts, and cruelty free makes a huge impact when you select your makeup makeup products, I would say, because just having a fillers and making it looking big, whether it's a skincare or makeup, doesn't make sense. And the same way, testing it on animals is like a big no, and so having a product that stands for itself is really a huge plus, and having so many awesome ingredients, and having a quality product, that's totally worth it. These glosses, you can see, I have wore this color tons of times, and you can see I have so much still. Even a one Lipson's color, every single day if you wear it will come for 6 months, so that's how much product is there in each tube. So we are going back to Honeycrisp. Recently I did a video because these glosses re-released. This was a returning gloss. This is Honeycrisp, which is like a corally pink gloss. I think after I moved here, I made a video for this one. So this is again perfect for fall or even for summer, I would say. Corals are always really popular during summer days. So that way this color can work both ways. And when it comes to Senegence, it's completely made in USA, and it's also GMO free, animal byproducts free, vegan, and there is no gluten and paraben, so it's gluten free, paraben free too. There is no, what is it, like doubt. Once you start using these products, you will never go back to others. And if you are a chapstick person, or someone who grabs what is it, like who grabs lip balms often because they have wax and that's why they dry it, try these kind of things because it has vitamin E and shea butter. It's going to be moisturizing, but at the same time it won't dry your lips at all. We are going back to another nude. Here we go with the the ginger snap. It is very close to the sparkling champagne we did. It's a little more brown, I would say, but the only difference is this is flavored gloss. That means when you apply, you will feel the ginger snap flavor of it. That's the only difference. We talked about matte gloss, we talked about glossy finish, we talked about sparkling, and I mean glitter finish or shimmering finish. And this is again another variety where you have, some of them will have this scented glosses. So here it is more of a cookie flavor. I think it's perfect for this fall time and winter time because you feel like you are eating that cookie. At the same time, it's such a perfect nude shade to go. This will be a big hit with kids too because since it's what's it, like a scented one, they really love it. And this is my previous size. These it comes in a little longer tube, which is like a $15 one, not a full size. I had it from the previous winter wonder collection. I think that time it came with 4 different small glosses, so mine is still there from that time. So this is the next one, ginger snap. So we are down to the final 2. So here it is, Galaxy Glitter. I think this again I covered it with the Honeycrisp gloss. This was a returning gloss that recently got introduced because again, as I said, this is one of the popular fall shades. And the other tip I wanted to share is for winter months, if you feel like your lips are chapped, you can even apply just the gloss when you go to bed. That way when you get up, it's going to be really moisturized. And even if you don't wear it in the morning, that's completely fine. But you can use this gloss as your lip balm before you go to bed at night. That way it gets time to soak in all the moisture it can and do all the goods. The last one in the whole fall gloss shades is Scarlet. We are finishing it with the bold red, and I have many customers who never tried a red. So if you are scared to try a red Lipson's color, then this is a nice way. You can even just get a gloss. That way you get adjusted to the gloss first, because here it's going to go away after some time. So you can even top it with the nude honey or Bella, where it is like a what is it, like barely there shade, and topping it with a red gloss is going to give you a little bit adjustment for you to carry the red first, and then you will be able to transition to a red Lipson's color too. So that's another tip for trying these lip colors. So Scarlet is lip color that doesn't have any glitters to it, so it's like a bold red shade, and it is like a perfect fall and winter shade, I would say. So if you have any Christmas parties and other things and all, this will go really well. And you can just have 2 colors that you can swap for a morning look and evening look for a bolder Friday night date. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. I think all 12 are like beautiful shades to choose from. Let me know which is your favorite.